Fans. Today I'm going to jump into Dogecoin, but before we get into Dogecoin here, which has been on quite a tear, just want to give a quick update here. It's Thursday, early afternoon here, East Coast time, and Bitcoin is roughly around $89,000. It's been bumping around that 90K, anywhere from 87 and change and 92, call it 93. It's all-time high there and change. It's bouncing around. There's a lot of money going in ETFs. So again, all the euphoria is still there, which is going to ultimately help the altcoins. But what we have right now is we just have Bitcoin dominance high. I think it's roughly around 61 or so last I checked. So much of the money is flowing into Bitcoin as compared to the altcoins. Eventually that'll capitulate and it'll change and go more into altcoins. But you look at the total market cap, which reached 3 trillion the other day, 1.8 trillion was in Bitcoin. So that only leaves 1.2 trillion out of that 3 trillion to go into other altcoins. And you know how many thousands of altcoins are out there. So that's kind of what we're running into right now. I do want to get into Doge here because that is something I told you guys we would get into and talk about here. Let's see if I can find the right paper for it. All right. What is Dogecoin? So Dogecoin was created in 2013 by Jackson Palmer and Billy Marcus. I believe Billy Marcus worked at IBM. He was a software engineer, and Jackson Palmer was a product manager at Adobe. And they made it as a joke, right? Because, Bitcoin was just started then. I think Ethereum and Litecoin were just getting started. And they wanted to make a funny joke and have some satire out there. And that's kind of how it created. Later on, Shiba Inu was created too. And those are the top two meme coins out there, by the way. Dogecoin one, obviously Shiba two, and there's a bunch of other ones out there. And we are full-fledged into meme coins, and they're not going away. And I know a lot of the people like the OGs, like myself, who've been there since 2017 in crypto, initially didn't like the meme coins, but I totally understand why they are there now. And I'll get into a little bit of that because I do believe it's generational. So Gen Z, a little bit of the millennials, but more Gen Z getting in there because these are communities and people are liking communities right now. And they're hoping that they can also strike a rich with some of these too, right? So it's kind of a combination of community and slot machines, Vegas money. People are hoping to be able to turn $200 into $50,000, $100,000, right? Make life-changing wealth. So that's part of it. And the community is a big part of it too. People really enjoy it. Dogecoin has become probably the largest community of all the meme coins out there. And Elon Musk has really helped grow it. So those are some pretty powerful forces going there, working together. And that's why I just don't see meme coins going away, right? Pepe's now going wild since it was put on Robinhood. XRP is now going wild since I've been put on, I believe that was put on Robinhood as well. So anything gets listed on, whether it's Coinbase, Robinhood, these easy use apps and exchanges, those coins run up temporary and then people cash out and take some profits and then eventually it runs back up. But obviously we're running into the Bitcoin dominance problem, which is what's hurting the altcoins. But let's get back a little bit more into Doge. So Doge started out off as a joke, obviously there, but it was a fork off the Lucky coin, which was a fork off of Litecoin. And Litecoin was a fork off of Bitcoin. So what happened was basically it's a fork of Bitcoin is what, in essence, what it comes down to. All these different blockchains keep forking off. Bitcoin Cash was obviously a fork, the first initial fork out there off of Bitcoin. The big one anyway, the biggest one out there besides the meme coins here. It is a proof of work blockchain, has a huge community, obviously. And Elon Musk famously said in 2021 that he wants to take Doge to the moon. He's going to try to, but there's different factors that make it difficult to do that. It is used as money and to some extent a store of value. But for me, where it doesn't make sense as a store of value, look at Bitcoin. That makes sense as a store of value. There's 21 million enabled to be created. And somewhere between, say, 2 and 7 million have been permanently lost. 5 and 7 right now. But I do think they may be able to find some of those through some whether it's quantum computing or some other sources over the next few years. So let's just say 2 to 7 million have been permanently lost. So that is a deflationary product, whereas Doge is inflationary because there is an infinite supply. They really do need to cap it if you want to make this a really storage of wealth like Bitcoin is. Cap it at some kind of supply amount. By leaving it unlimited, you really hurt that, right? So it can go to $1 or $2. It's going to be really hard for it to get to 10, 20, 50, 100, and eventually $1,000 if there's an unlimited supply. It's basic macroeconomic supply and demand. So if you have unlimited supply and you have plenty of demand, there's no problem with just coming up with new coins. So I think that really works against it. What really could help it, and let's find this article here. There is, I think it's Nexus. Let's find, where did I stick this article? Here we go. All right. So Nexus aims to bring smart contracts to Dogecoin. All right, that could bring a next level usability to Doge, right? Instead of just being a meme coin, just having a community, you could use it as a smart contract and use it as a currency. Right now, its biggest use currency is tipping other content creators out there in Doge. Something I might think about down the road, taking Doge as tips from people if the channel ever grows to that level. I do like it for that use case. It's going to be fairly quick and inexpensive to use because it's based off of Litecoin initially, which was meant to be faster, quicker, and better than Bitcoin. But yeah, so Nexus, if it adds smart contracts to it, is really, really going to help this. There's no doubt about it. It's something that really could help propel it and take it to the next level. All right. So wrapping everything up, unlimited supply could have a layer 2 on top of here with Nexus, would give us smart contracts, which would help. I do see potential other use cases too as things develop. Obviously, smart contracts is one thing, but if you make it, if Cardano got involved, say, and brought it into the DeFi space or into the gaming, where you can use Doge in the gaming through Cardano, then you're really changing things. Just like Cardano is working with Bitcoin right now to do smart contracts on their blockchain. I do think this really could help to propel it and push it up to another level. Right now, it's just a meme coin. It's a fun coin. And until it has more use cases, you're going to be limited, like I said, it's inflationary in the fact that there's an unlimited amount of coins that can be created. There are really no developers doing anything on it right now on this blockchain. But it is proof of work. So you have people out there mining it, and the mining rewards could be good enough, maybe even better than Bitcoin at times. Not the way Bitcoin's run now. Bitcoin's become much more profitable with the price going up. But if it were to come back down, then I could see people switching, going to mining more Dogecoin and other cryptos out there. Anyway, that's kind of the long and short of it for now. It may change. I do think it's here to stay. I do think it's going to stay the #1 meme coin, at least for the short term, for a while here, just because it's got so many generations in there. You got Gen Xers like me, you got millennials, and then you got Gen Zs coming in. They're obviously still pouring money in it because it's been easy to do on the Robinhood app, among other things. So the future is still, for me, bright with it. It's a limited. You're not going to get rich quick with this one, but it is great community. It's something you're really going to be able to grow with, and it's something that you're going to probably be able to make good money during the bull runs. All right, guys, we'll catch you in the next episode here. Hopefully you got something good at this. If so, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.